All right. Hey, Harriet, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. We shall go on the record down with proceeding 25A-0138CP, in the matter of the application of Drivers Cooperative, Colorado LCA, for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to operate as a common carrier by motor vehicle for hire. Today's June 26, 2025, approximately 10:01 a.m. I'm Administrative Law Judge Robert Garvey. And this proceeding comes on for a pre-hearing conference pursuant to decision R 25-0412-I. And I think we're missing the applicant right now. And just on the record, I'll say real quickly, right, is I thought Mr. Valentine had entered in on this case and had filed these paperwork, and I checked and he did. Odd for him not to be here. What I'll do, unless anyone has many of the interveners, I'm not going to start the proceeding quite yet. If someone has information as to if they've spoken to Mr. Valentine or if they know that if Drivers Cooperative is still seeking authority. Oh, I'm just getting a note from my legal assistant that Mr. Valentine might have filed a withdrawal, which I didn't know. Mr. Osenko, I see you there. Do you know anything? You're pretty smart, Mr. Osenko. You know
Yes,
stuff.
yes, Your Honor. So I said they actually withdrawal. So Mark Valentine withdraw. So he is no longer represents the applicant, and I haven't spoken to applicant either. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take about a 15-minute break. We'll take about 13-minute break. 10:15. We'll reconvene at 10:15. See if the applicant has shown up, and if not, entertain any kind of motions that may be brought by any of the interveners at that time. So we'll take recess until 10:15. Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, looks like
And Ms. G, are you representing
Yes.
Drivers Cooperative? Okay. Um, Let me make sure Harriet's still there. Harriet, you still there? All right, you were a little late, ma'am, and so I was giving you till 10:15 to get here. And my court reporter, I think, has gone to probably walk a dog, knowing her. So we'll wait until 10:15. So come back on, turn back on at 10:15, and we'll start that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I just came back.
Oh,
I was
there.
but it's still wait.
Never
I'm
mind.
here.
Okay,
I'm
you're
sorry.
there. Well, I tell you what, we might have lost a couple of our other folks. We're just going to wait till 10:15 because I told some of the other interveners 10:15 as well, and they might have left, and I don't want them to miss. So we will be. Like I said, come. Make sure you don't have to. You don't have to leave the the hearing here or the YouTube, you just turn off your camera and just come back on at 10:15.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Harry, still hear me?
I'm here.
All right. I think everyone is here, so we will go back on the record with proceeding number 25A-0138CP. For those who were not here before, I'm Ministerial Law Judge Robert Garvey, and this comes on for a pre-hearing conference. I'm going to start with entries of appearance, and so if you could just state your name and who you're representing, and I will go in the order of the applicant, and then Mountain Star, then Aspire. I don't know if anyone's here from iLimo, and then Hayride. So we can start with the applicant, in this case, Denver's Cooperative. Just state your name and who you represent.
Hello, my name is Min Ji. I represent the Drivers Cooperative Colorado.
Okay, Ms. Chi, are you an owner or an attorney or?
I'm the executive director of the Drivers Cooperative Colorado. That is a member-owned organization by rideshare drivers.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, Mountain Star.
Honor. Yes, my name is Roman Lysenko, and I represent EPIC. It's a joint interveners, EPIC Charter and Mountain Star Transportation.
What did you take over Epic Charter? That's a new one. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, that's the special project for the part of the Red Rock shuttle. We just run motor coaches to Red Rocks with that project. So.
Good morning. And Aspire Tours.
Yes, Catherine Troxler, owner, Spire Tours.
And I don't think good morning. I don't think anyone is here from iLimo. They did file there. We'll make note for the record here that they did file their authority by the deadline. So I will be, in any order that issues from after this pre-hearing conference, having them be part of this proceeding as well. But finally, Hayrides.
Good morning. I am Erica Gilmore, and I represent Hayrides Limited out of Fair Play.
Okay. Hey, Ms. Gilmore, can you get, does your camera work or not?
I am not in a position to use the camera right now.
Okay. All right. I'll let you get away with it this time.
Thank you.
If you got to look at me, I get to look at you. That's the way I figured it. So, so this comes out for pre-hearing conference, like I said, and what we want to do here, I knew we had some folks who are representing themselves. I will say one thing I'm going to have from Drivers Cooperative before we start. I'm going to have a filing from you about the ownership. I'll take a look at that. You could previously this had been filed by an attorney. There's certain rules that have to be met for a non-attorney to represent an entity in one of our proceedings. And so I'm not quite sure, and I don't want to go through the work right now, looking up everything, because I was not expecting this. But if you could take a look through what is required there and make the proper filings as to that, Ms. Chief, is that okay?
Yes.
And if there's not, and if I see some reason why you have to get an attorney, I'll tell you. Okay. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, I'm not going to. We'll just go forward right now, and I will mention, and this goes for any party. We're going to set some dates here. If at some point you decide you want to hire an attorney, and that attorney is busy that day, as long as that's filed and you talk to the other parties, see days that would work, and then we shouldn't have a problem rescheduling. But so the way it works here, I'll go over it real quickly for everybody. So we'll do the hearing, realize it's going to be done in this manner. Okay. And Ms. Troxler.
Yes. Yeah. I'm at the state capitol in Washington, D.C. at a conference. So I'm trying to navigate through a few, right. So that's why I'm a little, I'm trying to navigate a few things at the same time.
Okay. I tell you what, can you mute yourself for right now?
Yes.
Why don't you do that just so people don't run by and.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. Yep.
I have to protect my court reporter. She will get mad at me later. I don't.
Okay. I'll mute. Yep. I'll do that right now.
I'm trying to talk very slowly for her today because she's yelled at me a lot recently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over some of the procedures. Going to, like I say, it's going to be done through Zoom and be over YouTube. I have a legal assistant. She's able to pop exhibits that you'd have on the screen. I know some of you have done this before. Mr. Lysenko is an old hand at this by now. He knows what's going on. But some of you are new, or some of you, I don't know if we've ever gotten to a final hearing. What we have to do is, Ms. G, I'm going to set a date for Denver Cooperative to file their exhibits and their witness list. Okay, so any exhibits you think you're going to use in the any hearing that we have, you need to file by a date. I'm going to say July 18th. Okay, it's going to be done through the e-filing system. So I know you've used that before, or at least Mr. Valentine did. You find out, get an account, file it that way. When you do that, it will be served on the other parties that are in the case. For the interveners, it's going to be August 1st. So any interveners, exhibits, and witnesses lists need to be filed by August 1st. I was hoping, and people tell me right now if there's any problem with this, of having the hearing on the 19th of August. If that works, does anyone have a problem with that?
That works with me.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Trunksler.
Would you tell what time?
It would start at 9 a.m. And no offense to people who represent themselves, but they normally don't go on as long as windbag attorneys. So I assume we can get this done in one day, but if not, at least as of right now, we can then schedule another day after that. But it should be able to be done by then. Realize also, especially Ms. G, just because we set it for a hearing doesn't mean it has to be for a hearing. If a settlement can be reached between the parties and it meets the specifications that we need, I can approve that and you don't have to have a hearing. A few things I'll tell you real quickly. Just because you file these exhibits, when I say you pre-file them, that doesn't mean that they're going to be into the hearing itself. So when we have the hearing, you'll call your witnesses. Any written exhibits that you have need to be entered in through those witnesses. The other parties can object to those exhibits. And my general line is the objection can't be it hurts my case or I don't like it or something like that. It has to be a legal objection. I don't hold people who represent themselves. I don't hold them to magic legal language. So if Mr. Lysenko likes to put a picture of his high school graduation into the record, and you say, I don't understand why we would need to have that in here, I would understand that to be a relevance objection. Okay, you're not going to have to say that magic word of relevance. So it'll operate that way. Ms. G, Denver's Cooperative is going to have the burden in the case. It's by preponderance of the evidence. You'll present your case, then each of the interveners will present theirs. You'll present your witnesses. Each party will have the opportunity to cross-examine your witnesses. I also might ask questions of your witnesses. Then you'll have the opportunity to do what we call redirect and try to fix anything that might have come up or that you want to get straightened out. You can't bring up new things. It's going to be in response to the rebuttal. When you're done with your case, the interveners will have the opportunity to present their cases. Again, there'll be the opportunity for you to cross-examine all of their witnesses. When we're done with that, you'll have the opportunity, if you need to have a rebuttal case, which would just be to rebut anything that came into their case, not to present new evidence. So it's not a time to try to make a second try at your case, but it's just a time to rebut anything that they said in their case. That all makes sense? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Exactly. We're in a video land, so I need you to audibly say it so my court reporter can take it down. Is there any questions that you have about that?
No, I don't have any questions. Yeah, in fact, you said actually I have to file an exhibit by July 18th. So will I have all the sort of the internet online access through Andorra website?
I'm not quite sure what you need to do. I mean, are you familiar with the commission's e-filings?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's where you're gonna, so through e-filings, I'm gonna issue out a decision, by the way, also that's gonna have these dates on it. It'll have a little further instructions on it. But I just want to make sure you understand the basics here. So by the 18th, you need to file any exhibits you think you're going to have, and the witnesses that you're going to have as well. And like I said, they need to do it too. Interveners will have to do it as well. We do that basically just so it's not a big surprise game or anything like that, so people know what's coming, and can plan their case accordingly. But does that all make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Okay, great. Yes, Mr. Senko, I'm sure you understand all that. I don't need to ask you too much on that.
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I just can you just confirm, was it 9 a.m. August 19th for the hearing?
The 19th for the hearing.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm good to go with that.
Okay, August 19th. Like I said, as of right now, we could do a second day on the 20th. I don't think we'll need it, but if we do, we can either do it then, or if that date's no longer available, we'll find another date. We're early on the time frame for that. Ms. Troxler, I'm gonna have you come on real quickly. Did all that make sense to you?
Yes, that makes all sense to me. Yep, thank you.
Okay. And Ms. Gilmore, how about you?
Yes.
Perfectly clear. Thank you.
Okay. And if anything comes up, if there's something that comes up, you can email me. If you email me about anything, you need to email everybody else. Realize that I can't have a communication with one party and not the other. But if there's a problem that comes up for a date for the hearing or filing exhibits on time, just check with the other parties and file a request for a continuance. And I'll decide on that. It's pretty early. I've got a legitimate reason. I'll probably grant it. I'll probably move everything back a little bit if I have to, depending on how that goes. But and don't be overly worried about format or anything like that. I'm not going to send it back and yell at you because your margin is off by a quarter inch or something. I'm going to leave it at that unless there's any other questions about anything. Ms. G, I'll start with you again. Ms. G, please take a look at what is required. If you look at actually the last decision, I make mention in that about what's required to represent yourself, and just make sure and make a filing sometime within the next, I'm going to say within the next 2 weeks. I'm going to go on vacation next week, so I'm not going to see it. But just stating how many owners you have and so forth, and how, just so I can make sure that you can represent the applicant here. Okay. Last chance for any questions for anyone. Ms. G. No questions?
I don't have any other questions.
Okay. Mr. Lusenko.
No questions. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Ms. Troxler.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right. And Ms. Gilmore.
Nothing further.
Who's going to have a camera next time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Okay. That being the case, like I said, look for, try and get this decision out. I leave on my vacation at the end of the day, Wednesday next week. So hopefully I can get a decision out before that time with this stuff. If not, I'll try and look at it while I'm on vacation and get it out then. But assume that'll come out in about a week or so. All right. Nothing further. We'll be in adjournment. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.